It is a true testament when you can stay positive when things are not going your way. It's so easy to be bubbly, positive, and a ray of light when you are where you want to be. It's so easy to be positive when you have gotten everything that you wanted. But being positive during those times when you didn't get the brand deal, when you didn't get the invite, when the doctor tells you that, the person isn't a match for the bone marrow, it is hard to be positive during those times. Adopting a mindset of abundance has been one of the things that has gotten me through 2022. And bienvenue to just a random catch-up avec moi. C'est moi, Jessie, your resident Francophile, and here on Cappuccinos and Consignment, I focus on lifestyle, travel, and finance. S'il vous plaît, take a moment to like, subscribe, and follow. Follow me over on Insta. I have a blog, and I am still desperately trying to find my way on TikTok. Voila, here we are. The year is almost at an end. I have never been one to make resolutions. I simply don't, because I'm more of an effective immediately kind of person. If there is something that I want to do, I don't wait until a new day, a new week, a new hour. I start immediately. And that's the biggest reason why I have never been into New Year's resolutions, because I a lot of times don't see them last, the people who do make those resolutions. And I just want to chat with you all about things that I have started immediately, like 10 minutes ago. I'm kidding. No, but things that I have started immediately this year. Ooh, let me take a sip of this. I probably shouldn't, but I will. It is 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and my glasses are filthy. Let me take a sip and clean these. I'll be right back. I have been spending time reflecting on all the good that has happened. Before I go into the new year, which to me, my new year is September, and fall, like the fall equinox, that's my time. That's my new year, but that's a whole other subject. Before going into a new year, I look back, because I am an art historian. If you are new here, I have a degree in art history, fashion design, mortuary science, public health and safety, and I was going for a PhD, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, history is my thing, and I do not know who said this, but it's true. If you do not know your history, you are doomed to repeat it. And I'm sure I slaughtered that quote, but you get the point. I am really big on reflecting, and it is a difference between being paralyzed, stuck in your past, and learning from it. And that's something I have had to work really hard on, because throughout the years, I have had a very obsessive personality. I obsess about the things that I said, the things that I did, the things other people said. What did they mean by this? What did she mean by this? Why did I say this? To the point where I was driving myself insane. So I have had to learn to, that's a whole other vlog actually, because I felt myself going down the rabbit hole. If you want to talk about how I have dealt with my borderline OCD, let me know and we can chat about that, because that's a whole process. Anyway, looking back has really helped me move forward. Looking back lets me know what worked and what didn't. And it's not even, I don't look at things as wins and losses. I really try not to look at things like that. I look at everything as a learning experience. If I tried something and it didn't work, I didn't lose. I learned that does not work. What could I do differently? So looking back at 2022, I'm in awe. I am so in awe. I hit 100K on Insta. I started consistently posting here. I did a lecture at Ivy League French University. I go into Paris all the time. That's not something that was special about 2022, because I always do that. I traveled the world, but I still give thanks. I traveled the world. I have built a community like I have never expected here. I launched my accountability group. In a few minutes, I'll be launching my book club. I have taken some big leaps of faith in 2022, and taking these leaps of faith, that is something that is very, very, I'd say that was an anomaly pour moi, because I am extremely calculated. I have to know. I have to know everything. Well, if I do this, this is going to happen. And I need to know that it's kind of definite. That was not the case in 2022. I still don't know where certain things are going, but I know where I want it to go. And to me, that's all that matters. Adopting a mindset of abundance has been one of the things that has gotten me through 2022. I feel like I can speak for a lot of people when I say that I grew up with a scarcity mindset, and it's not bad parenting or anything along those lines. I can just say, for the most part, especially minority communities, and if you grew up in a low income neighborhood, things of that nature, it's always limited. There's always limited supplies, there's limited spaces, everything is finite. There is no such thing of abundance. We are all trying to hold on to what we have. In 1 year, trying to unlearn what had been instilled in me for decades has been such a challenge. On top of everything else, on top of trying to grow, I'm trying to go back and navigate. If you are new here, j'adore time travel. That is my thing. So I have just had to learn while unlearning, and it's been hard because I also have children. I also have a husband. I am running businesses. Mare has been battling cancer, and that in and of itself it's been tough, and I don't talk about it often because I get so emotional. But if you saw my last Paris vlog, it kind of all came fizzling out. In addition to that, my son has been on the bone marrow transplant for years. So I have a lot to have that scarcity mindset. But I have been working, I should say, so hard on truly believing in abundance, even in a space when I feel that I do not have it. I know that where I am right now isn't the end. I know that where I am right now is the beginning, and that is a mindset that I have adopted. Every single day is a new beginning. That's how I see it. If I wake up, if I am blessed to wake up, because it is a blessing. And remember that mortuary science degree I told you about? There are so many people who do not have the luxury of waking up tomorrow. There are so many people who wake up but do not have the mental capacity, the physical capacity to do things over. So I know that every morning when I wake up, it is a new start. That is the ultimate luxury. I know I talk a lot about these tangible luxury things, but there are so many luxuries that we do not appreciate. If you are watching this vlog, you have a smart TV, you have a stable internet connection. That's a luxury. Being able to flick on a light switch and a light turning on, that is a luxury. Turning on the tap and clean water coming out, that is a luxury, because there are places here in the US where that isn't an option. So there are just so many things that I continue to remind myself that I have to be so thankful for. Showing gratitude for what you have, in my opinion, will let the universe know that you want more. You can handle more. Because if you sit and complain about what you don't have, that throws the balance off. And this isn't getting into spirituality, religion, whatever. I don't want to get into that. So we'll just say universe. I am a firm believer that what you speak into the universe rings true. If you are always speaking about what you don't have, you will continue that vicious cycle of scarcity, of obsolete, of just not having. Speak abundance. Speak abundance instead of focusing on, oh, I don't have money for this, I'm in debt. Speak about wealth. Speak about financial freedom. Speak about those things. Speak about the things that you want. Speak highly about what you have. Focusing on what you don't have will just leave you sad. Like there's no other way. I cannot think of one time that I have had a very good phone call with someone where all I did was speak about what I didn't have. And I have had those phone calls. And when I hang up, I feel so empty. Like there's nothing good about it. Continuing to focus on, and this is going back to my OCD, continuing to focus on what went wrong, it's toxic. It is so toxic, but it's so easy to do. It's very easy to focus on what you don't have or what didn't go well. Change that mindset. Will it happen overnight? Absolutely not, because this is something that I am still actively working on. I have to breathe. But this year, I have also learned that comparison is a real thing. And anyone who says that it is not being authentic. Comparison is just part of the human psyche. Comparison is what has kept us alive. Like you can look back into, no, I don't even want to get on evolution because y'all not getting me all riled up here. Anyway, comparison is real. It really is. And it is something that has been prevalent throughout time. Social media has made it worse. I always give the comparison, keeping up with the Joneses. And if you are American, you know that saying, but not everyone does. Keeping up with the Joneses is your neighbor. You look out the window, you see, oh wow, Mr. Jones just got a brand new Cadillac. Mrs. Jones just got a full-length mink. There was a time when keeping up with the Joneses was isolated to our neighbors. With the internet, we are keeping up with the Fongs, we are keeping up with the Pierres, we are keeping up with everyone, the entire world. We are truly trying to keep up with the world. And you cannot tell me at no point in your entire social media browsing history that you have not compared yourself to anyone else. If I'm wrong, we can fight. No, y'all, no. I ain't scrapping, but it is real. And I have had to forgive myself for being so hard on myself about that. There was a time when I was getting ready for Fashion Week in September. I shared this on that vlog, but I found myself losing myself. You get it. I started losing myself. I started looking online for the fall trends, what to wear for New York Fashion Week, doing things that I have never done. I have never been a trendy person. And that's why it's hard for me to break into this whole fashion content creator realm, because I don't do hauls. I don't overconsume. I wear the same pieces. I have style. I'm not fashionable, but I found myself wanting to be fashionable because I could fit in more easily if I did so. And I found myself comparing myself to other people in the industry, and it was not healthy at all. I started beating myself up about it and just feeling really, really down. So I have had to learn how to forgive myself for doing something that is so natural. We will always compare ourselves. It's when you start losing yourself, that's when that comparison becomes unhealthy. This year, I have had to be positive beyond positive. And that's not easy. It's really not. It's not easy being positive when you have so many things that you feel are wrong. I briefly mentioned my son's health. I have mentioned my mayor, personal things, relationship, marriage things. Things are not always great. And it is a true testament when you can stay positive when things are not going your way. It's so easy to be bubbly, positive, and a ray of light when you are where you want to be. It's so easy to be positive when you have gotten everything that you wanted. But being positive during those times when you didn't get the brand deal, when you didn't get the invite, when things got too heated and you said something you regret, when the doctor tells you that, the person isn't a match for the bone marrow, it is hard to be positive during those times. But being able to dig deep and still remember all the goodness, that has been such a lifesaver in 2022. And I can tell you it's not easy. It's really not. And if you all want me to share more, like how do I reel myself back in, because I would be lying if I said that, oh, I just push all the negative thoughts out of my head. That's not true. It's really not. I don't know who can do that. If you can, put the link, let me know. But I do exercises daily, mental and emotional exercises, to bring me back in, because the mind will continue to just run amok if you do not reel it in. So just knowing how to stop has been life-saving. It really has been. So I am looking forward to a new year if I am blessed to see it. I'm speaking abundance. I am actively speaking abundance. I know that it is more than enough for me. I know that I will get everything I want this year, next year, now. I will get it all, and you will too. So I am going to end this very random vlog. I did not plan on vlogging today, but that 25 days of vlogging and just being with you all every day has spoiled me. Like, I really, really miss you all. So that's why, I mean, look, I still have on my coat. Like, I'm just getting in from, I'm going to pick up my mare. So I am going to, just breathe. No, well, I'm going to breathe. That's a given. I'm going to do deep breathing, but I'm also about to post the information for my book club. I am starting a book club 1 January. I will announce the book of the month. It is a goal to read 12 books a month. I used to read 12 books like in a month. That's all I did was read. But this new career of mine, having another child, just the world being different, reading has not really been a priority pour moi, but that has got to change. And I want to have mes amis avec moi. So if you are interested in joining the book club, check my website soon. Not tonight. It may be up tonight. Who knows? But check the website and we will meet once a month. The book club is starting. That is something I thought about driving home. I told you all, effective immediately. So yeah, let me get this edited and get the website updated. So happy New Year, mes amis. There is enough for everyone. You are enough, and you have everything that you need to start right now. Alrighty, ciao for now.